Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Bumper here, back with episode 31 of my weekly release calendar video. I'm sorry I haven't done one of these for about 3 weeks, but the calendar section was down on this website that I use, and I was struggling to find another means of doing it. So I'm sorry about that, but we are back, and we're going to be here today with week commencing 17th of October. So as always then, we'll look at 4Ks first of all in the UK. So there's only 2 titles coming out. The first one is the A24 movie, Ex Machina. So this is directed by Alex Garland and it stars Domhnall Gleeson and Oscar Isaacs. It's a fantastic movie, great cast, great story, really well acted. I already own a 4K that I ordered from America a long time ago. But if you haven't seen this movie or you don't own it, then yeah, I can certainly recommend it. So that was the standard release that we were looking at. And then we've got some other releases here. So this first one is a Steelbook, a Zavvi exclusive. And then the other one, it looks like a similar design. So maybe it's just saying that's a Zavvi exclusive. So I'm not sure. They both look the same release. But anyway, that's that Ex Machina, great movie. Really good, fair play. And then we got this First Blood 4K from Zavvi, the exclusive, the one where you need to sell a kidney if you want to buy it. I think it's about £100. I mean, I don't doubt that it's not put together really well. But yeah, I mean, £100 for one Rambo movie. It's getting a bit much, really. Okay, so that's basically all the 4Ks in Britain. So we'll skip across the pond now and have a look what's coming out in America. Okay then, so straight away, this one's jumping out at me, Return of the Living Dead. I think this is being released by Scream Factory. This is a 4K. Again, it'll cost you quite a bit to import it, but a great release, great film. One I'd love to have in my collection. We can only hope, I guess. I've got some Scream Factory, so I never say never, but they are few and far between. Then we got Tropic Thunder on 4K. This is one of those movies where you really want to own it in its uncut format, because due to the PC Brigade, in 10 years' time, that version might not even exist anymore. So this is Kino Lorber. This is 2 cuts of the movie, so I'm sure this would have the hardcore cut in it. Yeah, fantastic film, absolutely hilarious. I would like to get that one, but again, I can't promise because of the import costs. So there's Bullet Train there. I think we're probably having that in the UK maybe next week, or it may have even come out last week. I'm not sure, but you can get a jump start there if you want to order that from America. We got Trancers 4K. Now, I remember this one from the VHS days. A weird choice, but then it's from Full Moon. So they do Puppet Master. They are a small production company. They do Ginger Dead Man and Evil Bong as well, but I'm not sure. I'd have to revise that film. It looks like it's coming in at $50 anyway, so I'll have a look into it and see if it's a film that I enjoyed previously before jumping the gun on it. We got Batman and Superman, Battle of the Super Sons. Okay, could be alright if you like your DC animated stuff. 4K as well. We've got the 4K of Bodies. It's an A24 release, or A24 release. It's a good word of mouth. I haven't seen it yet. Probably watch it on streaming before buying it. Certainly won't be in a rush to get a 4K. Might get a UK Blu-ray though. Then we got The Punisher Warzone, which for me is the best Punisher film they've done so far, with Ray Stevenson. It's also got Dominic Weston as Jigsaw, which is a great bad guy. So yeah, great film, great release. I'd love to get that, but it's a Best Buy exclusive. So unless anyone in America wants to buy it for me and send it to me, then I ain't getting it. You got these ET releases. These are coming out over here soon. And you get the cool one with the drinks flask, the really old school looking drinks flask that looks cool as. I don't know if this is the one. There it is there if you look in the middle and you get the cool flask. I might get that. You can get it on Zavvi. It'd be expensive, mine, but it is ET. So, yeah. And then we got like an extra super duper package of Return of the Living Dead then from a Scream Factory with some enamel pins and things like that, I imagine. Comes in a nice box. Again, it'll cost you quite a bit, I suppose. Alright then, that's it for your 4Ks in America. So we'll have a look around in a few of the European countries now. Unbelievably, there's nothing in Germany coming out on 4K. Nothing really in France that we haven't already got. Although next Friday in France, there's release of this movie here. Steelbook is the Brotherhood of the Wolf 4K. So if this has got English subtitles, I would be all over it. But I'm not sure it will have no subtitles French. Unfortunately, that movie still eludes me. I know there is a Scream Factory release, but that's quite expensive as well. So I think that's probably going to be it with 4K, so we'll have a look at some Blu-rays. Okay then, so in regards to Blu-ray for the UK then, so first one that jumps out to me is this Eureka release of The Hunchback of Notre Dame with Lon Chaney. Very old school film, 1923, but actually probably pretty great. I wouldn't mind owning that myself. So yeah, I'm definitely going to look at that one, but it might be a sale jobby. You got some more Eureka and some Japanese stuff there that I'm not sure of. Maniacal Mayhem, the Eureka one, so it looks like a bunch of Boris Karloff movies. Then we got this Gothic Fantastico from Arrow. It looks like it's probably going to be 4 Giallo movies. I'm not a big Giallo fan. I don't mind Giallo that leans more into horror territory, like Tenebrae. But I find standard Giallo a bit boring. But it says they're Italian Tales of Terror, so maybe they're not Giallo. I've made an assumption there. Could be worth looking into, I don't know. Then we got Vampire from Eureka. Then we got this other movie from Arrow with just some killer artwork. It's from 2021, Two Witches. Not a film I've heard of, but with artwork like that and loving witch horror movies, I'm certainly going to have a little look at it. We got A Boy and His Dog, 1975 from 101 Films. Can't say I've heard of that, although it looks like a futuristic film where in 1975 they set in 2024, so just 2 years away. A Candle for the Devil. Pretty sure this is an 88 Films. Yeah, could be pretty good. I don't know much more about the film, to be honest. Probably an Italian horror from the 70s or the 80s, or Italian thriller. We got Death Sport from 101. Looks like a Death Race rip-off, I guess. 1978. There'll be no more Olympic Games, World Series or Super Bowl. There'll only be Death Sport. Well, with taglines like that, who could resist buying that movie? I, the Jury. A cult classic, not sure what that is really. The Island Closest to Heaven. The Owl Service, 1969, that's a series. The Intruder, that's another series from 72. This is nice, The Ring. Looks like a steelbook from Paramount. I didn't know this was coming out. Shame it's not 4K, but I do like that movie. Don't think I own it. So I'll have a cheeky check on the price for that one. The Minions is out, Rise of Gru. Jet Li's The One. I've already got the steelbook of that. Sorry, I don't think it's 4K, but it's a steelbook. Amusement Park, the Lost George A. Romero movie. That Super Sons DC movie, Where the Crawdads Sing. Still haven't seen that. The Flash series. Relative World, some Japanese animation. Susu and the House of Secrets. Not sure what that is. There's a Flash series. A Moomin series, although there's no thumbnail. Hit the Road. School in the Crosshairs, 1981. His Motorbiker Island. Scraping the barrel a bit here. And then Ridley, 2022. So not a great lot going on in the UK, apart from a couple of nice Arrow releases. So we'll have a quick look what's going on over the other side of the pod now. Okay, so in America then, we got this Criterion release, 1997, Cure. Looks like it might be Japanese. Yeah, audio Japanese, not a film I've heard of. Okay, then we got that Ring steelbook. We got American Movie from 1999, some sort of stoner comedy, is it? We got No Escape from Unearthed Films with Ray Liotta from 1994. So yeah, I remember enjoying this movie. Unearthed Films usually do extreme horror, so they must be expanding their horizons a bit. But it's got Ernie Hudson in as well, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, I probably wouldn't buy that release, but definitely a film I would like to watch again. A Criterion release of La Llorona from 2019, although this isn't the one that's part of the Conjuring universe. This is the one that was on Shudder. It's a Mexican horror or set in Guatemala. It's quite a good film actually, but it's slow burn. It's more dramatic than horror, but it was on Shudder, so whether you can still get it on here, I don't know. Film noir, The Dark Side of Cinema, 1952-1956 from Kino Lorber. Orphan, First Kill, getting his Blu-ray release in America. Nothing over here yet. Looks like it's got a wicked slipcover, good artwork. Shame about the movie itself. We got Fall from 2022, okay. Again, this movie had a good premise, started off alright, but the CGI was so terrible, and you could see the twist coming a mile off. It just didn't live up to expectations in the end. It's more of a what could have been. Some Doctor Who, The Razor's Edge, is that Bill Murray? That's from 1984. Farmageddon, I'm not sure why that's only just coming out in America. We got Happy Birthday to Me. I always remember this cover from the video shop days with the kebab going through the guy's mouth. I don't think I've ever seen this film, so I'm going to check that out. That's from Kino Lorber. I didn't like that version, but I'm going to put it on the watch list nonetheless. So, Two Witches, Dragons Fair we got in the UK. The Eyes of Laura Mars with Faye Dunaway and Tommy Lee Jones from 1978. That's a good film. Wouldn't mind watching that again. It's been a long time, so I'm going to look into a release for that, but probably won't come from America. Island of the Blue Dolphins, 1964. So, The Innocents. This is a good film if you've yet to see it. It's a bit of a dark drama that involves these children with superpowers. It's not quite Marvel, but it's not quite as heavy as Brightburn either. It sort of sits in between, but it's a good movie, really worth watching. You got a Boris Karloff collection again, some anime, A Silent Voice, The Deer King, Rumble from 2021, kids movie, like the fighting Titan monsters type thing. Naruto, we got E.T. Becky is having a special release by the look, so this is on Shudder in the UK at the moment, but you know, if you do like the film, you want a special edition, the artwork looks nice, fair dues, so might be one worth keeping an eye out for. This Kino Lorber release of The Werewolf of Washington, bit of a rip-off cover of Uncle Sam, the zombie horror, but then saying that, this was 1973 and I was in the 90s, so I take it back. Paw of Fury, The Legend of Hank, some sort of Kung Fu Panda rip. Purple Rose of Cairo, 1985. Radio Days from 1987. I think I remember that film. Couldn't tell you what it was about. So let's have a quick look at that, actually. See what the cast is. So, yeah, good cast. Directed by Woody Allen. Mia Farrow. Yeah, okay. Seth Green. Gosh, you must be young in that one. Flux Gourmet. I've heard that's like some sort of new comedy horror. Again, I think it might have been on Shudder. I could be wrong. What does it describe it as on here? Oh, it's directed by Peter Strickland, so you know it's going to be a bit of a weird horror. He's done films like Barbarian Sound Studio and In Fabric. So if you've acquired his taste, I bet you will love it, but it certainly won't be for everybody. Broadway Danny Rose, 1984. Tropic Thunder, Legends of Tomorrow. That's a DC series. I don't watch it, so I'm not sure what that blue cuddly bear is all about. Moonchild, wicked artwork from Visual Vengeance, not a company I've heard of. Got a CD with it as well, 1994. Not much else relating to that, so I'm wondering if the artwork doesn't really precede the movie. Burn the Witch, Pokemon. Station 11, 2021, Burn the Witch. Nightmare Man from 2006. Don't think that's a horror I've come across, but I never know. Dr. Death, Seeker of Souls, 1973. We got this year, The Possessed, 2021. I'm not sure what this is. This is from Shake Factory, though, but probably just a low-budget modern-day horror movie. Seen one possession film, you've seen them all. If you are going to see one, make sure it's The Exorcist. 3 Wishes for Cinderella. Evil, Season 1. Evil, Season 2. Easter Sunday with Joe Coy. Can't say I heard of that. Some jailbait anime. E.T. Renee Zellweger in The Thing About Pam from 2022. Again, that's a series. Kingslayer 2022. Some sort of biblical epic. We got Becky. 31st of October Part 3. Not really sure what that is. Mac and Rita. Again, I'm not really sure. It's got Diane Keaton in it though, so it's probably got a modest budget at least. Carmen, I don't really know what that is. Just sounds like some sort of drama, nothing too exciting. And something called Hockeyland, and then some TT 2022 review. So that's it for the Blu-rays in the US and the UK then. So we're over the bulk of it. We'll just have a little look at some Blu-rays in some European countries now. So yeah, in Germany then, they're always good for media books. We got two versions of Dead End Driving from 1986. Not a horror movie I remember seeing, but it's a digibook. Should be well put together. I don't recognise the cast or the director. Rocket Final Executioner. We got 3 covers for that Dead End Driving, actually. 4, sorry, it's got an alternative title, Crabs. Right, okay. Then we got this nice looking media book, Pathology. Good artwork. I remember this film from the late noughties. I think it's like about a bunch of student doctors or sort of trainee doctors, and I don't know, they play some sort of game with each other, like who can, like, I don't know, do the grossest operations or whatever. I don't know, I can't remember, but I remember it being quite gory though when it came out. It's got a couple of notes of people, noticeable people in the cast as well. Not one I'd be getting, but a nice alternative title if you collect your media books. And then I really can't see much else in Germany at all, really. Boy, did I get a wrong number. These are all coming to the back end of the week. Oh, there's a Deadly Games media book, but you can get that in the UK on Arrow. So yeah, okay, that's Germany. Okay, there's nothing else much about that. I did have a look in Australia as well for any like nice imprint releases or anything. So I'm just going to draw your eyes to the deal section. I'm not going to spend long on you, but I just want to show you that there's a lot of Arrow releases, $9.99, good films, some of the newer ones. So there's an Arrow sale on. You can get titles $8.99, the older ones, and like some of their 4Ks and stuff for about £18. There's a good deal on the Anaconda box set from 88 Films. I think you can get that for about £15 now. So yeah, so there's a lot going on with boutique labels at the moment in regards to sales. You can get good deals on 88. Arrow, I think there's a Indicator sale on, if I'm not mistaken, as well, or it might have just passed. But it's definitely worth shopping about. Maybe put the 4Ks to one side because there's not a lot going on with those, and stock up on some of the Blu-rays that you've overlooked recently to substitute getting the 4Ks in for. Alright then, well, I've been Bumper. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you soon.